Hello, today is Wednesday, October 2nd, and this is our weekly golf update. My favorite month of the year to play golf, except when it's raining like this. So here we are. The rain's pretty much stopped. It's a little bit more of a driving drizzle right now. But as you can see down here on the ground, this is an area that Bill did just mow. You can see that it's got a lot of, almost looks like you're mowing hay here. But there is a lot of water on the ground here. So we closed the golf course down for that reason. So we wanted to make sure the golf course was closed because you could do a lot of damage just walking around. Like my foot prints here are kind of leaving a little bit of indentation, so I'll move over. But we closed the golf course and also the range. The range, when you hit a ball, if it's this wet, it'll plug and it'll disappear. So we were out there for the last 3 days unplugging balls. We do 600 dozen range balls a year. That's how many new range balls we do a year. Somebody could do the math on that times 12. But that's a lot of range balls that we put into play. And those balls will either get plugged, a lot of them get plugged, some of them will get cut, some of them will just get taken or whatever. But for the most part, they get plugged because even if it's wet like this, if we're using the picker, if the picker hits them on one of those little tines, it's gonna plug the ball into the ground. So we just have to be careful on days like this. And thank you so much for your patience. It's been like 8 days or whatever since we've had carts out. We're looking forward to getting them out as soon as possible. Hope we can get some sun in the sky and get this place dried out. But thank you so much for your patience. With the rain we've had, we had to move and reschedule our member. So that was rescheduled for the 18th and 19th of October. That also precipitated a move in the fall field day. So the fall field day is now on a Friday. It's a noon shotgun. The bull roast is afterwards. And it's a lot of fun. So pretty much everybody in the field will get paid. It's a big payday. And also the bull roast afterwards is already paid if you're a member of the season ticket. Both regular and senior season ticket are available to play in this event. And even if you can't come, you can still come to the bull roast. Make sure if you're a season ticket member, let Karina know. And you are obviously welcome at that season ending bull roast. So I hope you can play. We used to do this on Fridays for like 15 years. I think it's a great time for it. Take off early week, end the week a little early. Playing that on Friday, then play Saturday and Sunday and have a great weekend of golf. So hopefully you can make the season-ending fall field day. We're coming to the end of the season-long four ball. I hope you've enjoyed it. So we have two-person teams left. We have Mark Jackson and Jason Rabel, and then we have Matt Gillis and Michael Kelly, and they're going to face off head-to-head to determine the overall champion. So once that happens, you will get out the results as far as how much money each person wins as golf shop credit. But you'll see their pictures coming up next of both twosomes. So this should be a lot of fun. Hopefully be a good match. As you'll see in the body of this email, there is a vintage club event coming up. Now, what is a vintage club? A vintage club is a wood, actually a wood-headed wood with a steel shaft, unless you're playing some kind of hickory, which that's real vintage. And when you're talking about irons, you'd be talking about a blade. This is a blade. I mean, this thing, they sometimes would call it a butter knife. That is like a... You can shave with these things, they're so small. Now, watch how small the ball is compared to the club. Look at that. There's not a whole lot left to miss it on. And when you're talking about the wood, it's about the same thing. These are very, very, very small golf clubs, and they're tough to hit. And it really humbles you when you play in the vintage club event, which I hope you can make. Registration is online. We have here, Dean?
A whole lot of inventory.
We've got stuff with the anvil, more stuff with the anvil. We've got some stuff with the shield here. That's not it. We've got a box over here. We have another box here. We have stuff here, here. We've got it.
Just a reminder to all golfers, no matter if you are riding, walking, or pushing your own cart, we need you to come check in the shop before your round. Not only for our records, but for your safety. So just make sure you come say hello before you go out and play.
Just to explain the provenance of the Anvil logo. Originally the Country Club of Maryland was called Rogers Forge Golf Club from 1925 to 1941. So Mark Johnson has done a great job kind of restoring our history and putting it out in our newsletter. So you should be able to see quite a bit of information there on the history of the club. It's really a lot of really cool stuff. So anyway, Rogers Forge Golf Club was not named after the townhome community because that was not here at that point. It was named after a blacksmith shop, a forge, up on the southeast corner of Stevenson Lane and York Road. And anyway, the original logo I found, it was in a piece of a scorecard from Rogers Forge. And in the middle, it had a guy kind of beating on an anvil, what looked like it might have been a golf club, and he had a hammer. and he was kind of beating like that. But the logo, to be able to embroider that, would have been about 5 inches long, and that would not look good on a golf shirt or a piece of outerwear. So anyway, so what we did was we kind of altered the logo. So I took the anvil out of the logo as the iconic piece of it, which stands for perseverance and resiliency, and it has a lot of great metaphors, and then put in a little bit of that, I call it like a baguette, to kind of harken back to our Country Club Maryland colors with the yellow and also the red, and then use the same font of the 1925 that we use on the current Shield logo. That's a Georgia font, which drops down the 9 and the 25. So that's where we got the idea for the alternate logo. It came from our original logo back in 1925, and we're bringing it back for 100 years. Over here in the men's department, we have some new product in from Byron Nelson. You can see some pieces here for a little bit cooler weather. We still have our 20% off shoe sale, our Lucky Size sale. Anything that is a short sleeve shirt with the Shield logo is 20% off, as well as golf bags. All golf bags are 20% off. Now, how about them Ravens? They played a great game last week. Let's support the Ravens. Let's hope the O's kind of follow in suit. Don't forget that all sweeps must be used by the 31st of December. And here's a great way to use them. We all need new grips. Whether it's a putter grip or it's a golf grip, and we have a lot of grips in stock. If we don't have them, we're going to find them. So let us be your gripping source. We have demos of the hottest driver on the market and on the PGA Tour. This is the brand new GT driver from Titleist. We have it in the GT2, the GT3. We have a number of different shafts. We have 3 woods, we have 5 woods, and then we also have some in stock. So we have quite a bit of the new GT driver. It's a good one.
Just a reminder, if you are using demos and you do take them out to play, we ask that you return them on the same day after using them. We are at the point in the season where we do return all of our demos, and if we don't get those all sorted out, Mike does have to pay for those. So if you guys could, please bring those demos in if you have them. We would greatly appreciate it.